All right, obviously another disappointing loss. These are 60-minute ball games, and they're not 30 minutes, they're not 45 minutes, they're 60-minute games. There's plenty of opportunities to put that team away. We didn't take advantage of those opportunities. We played well again in spurts, but you turn the ball over like we did in your own territory. You have 8 or 9 penalties, and you can't hold a team to 11 yards rushing in one half and then give up the yards that we gave up in the second half, and they get in the 4-minute, and it's about doing your job. It's about finishing and playing 60 minutes. Melvin's got a hand. He'll get an MRI and be evaluated. Obviously kept him out for the game, and then Kelly's got a concussion.
Play the defense 3.5 quarters again.
You got to play. You got to play. I mean, it was outstanding. You got to play 60. You got to play 60 minutes. And same thing happened in the first game. They bring in 22. He's kind of their closer. You got a big back, and it's just doing your job and doing it over and over and over and over again for a complete game.
Chuck, how big was the Marlin fumble, and did you feel like things just kind of turned the other way after that?
You got to be able to overcome it. It's a shitty thing for that kid. Excuse my language. Kid works really hard, and it's unfortunate. They go in and score, and it stinks for him. But you got to be able to overcome. You still got the lead. You got to be able to overcome. You got to be able to answer and fight through adversity. You can't do it. You just can't. You can't hurt yourself like that.
8 sacks. You blame some of those on Jacoby, the Lion, or everybody take credit on the sacks?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, at the end of the day, it comes down to blocking and tackling and throwing and catching and finishing, and doing it for 60 minutes. And you can't be on, for a couple plays and then, or 3 quarters or 3.5 quarters. You got to play 60 minutes, so it's on all of us.
Any thought to going for it on the 4th and 3 there late? I know you were pretty backed up, but
yeah, we talked about it, but there's enough time and timeouts to where the defense had played good enough to that point, to where you got to go out and it's a 4-minute situation. You get a stop and you get the ball back. We couldn't get it done. Credit Tennessee.
How much did the red zone issues hurt today?
It's killing us. It's killing us. And you got, you're 1 of 4, and you got opportunities. You got to score, and we talked about it from the beginning of the week on. Red zone, we had to be, at least 66% and hold them to 33%. If they had, 3 trips, they were 1 of 3, and if we had, 3, we're 2 of 3, we're 1 of 4, and you got opportunities down there, and you can't have a 1st and goal at the 8 and have to settle for a field goal. And you gotta score touchdowns in this league. You gotta put touchdowns on the board. You let people hang around, this is what happens.
What was the adjustment they made running the ball in the 4th quarter? What did they do?
They ran the same stuff. They just, blocked, and we got to do our job better, for 60 minutes. Greg, it wasn't nothing magical about it. It's just doing your job, and being where you're supposed to be, and taking on blocks and setting edges and knocking back and tackling the whole 9 yards. You can credit them down the stretch. Thanks.